Hey, it's Sam Heifel from Entertainment Weekly. I'm here at Comic-Con, joined now by the cast of Stitchers.
Hello.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you
for having us.
I have lots of questions about this next episode based on this promo because I'm a little confused. So obviously,
Cameron gets
I was about to say, why are you shooting him?
What did I do to the writers?
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know.
But it is like obviously Cameron told Kristen he wants to make this relationship work, but it's complicated. It seems like they're maybe alone for a lot of the next episode. What's going on?
They are totally alone. This episode is titled Just the Two of Us, and
there you go.
except for the last scene of the episode, it is just Cameron and Kristen.
So Tesh and I went on vacation.
Yeah. What they don't, what
They
people
play
don't
lots
know
of
is
video
that
games and
the on the DVD it's going to be Fisher and Linus in Cabo, and it's just the two of them.
Yeah.
So
it's the
with our
spin-off.
pina
That's the
coladas.
spin-off.
Yeah.
It's misleading. Yeah.
I love that we have a DVD.
That's in my dreams.
Yeah, okay, good.
Does being alone for so much of the episode force them to kind of have important conversations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is interesting because this episode is not a standalone, but it definitely stands out, and it's sort of outside of the box of the norm when it comes to Stitchers.
When it comes to the crime, when it comes to the relationship drama, it's definitely a memorable standalone episode because it is definitely the most different thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's still it still fits into all the mythology, but there's a huge twist at the end.
Is it kind of like a bottle episode type
It
stitch?
was a bottle episode.
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. Figure it out.
There you go. There's a secret.
Yeah.
All right.
Deduce that one.
Twist is ruined.
Well, I want to switch. Is there hope for Linus and Ivy at this point?
It's Livy, yeah. It's definitely back and forth. The questions that are arising between the Stitchers gang and her are very questionable. Where does her allegiance lie? So that's something that Linus has to struggle with, and then kind of everyone else is on his back about.
And he's so sweet. He's so sweet.
You're making the wrong decision, but we were talking about this earlier. It's love and work and balancing the two, and he's not good at balancing things. So.
He's got to decide for himself.
Yeah, she just bats her eyelashes, and he's like, "Oh yes, hi."
Linus.
So
Sweet
we'll
Linus.
see. We shall see.
I
Was it
get it,
because
man. I
of
fell
the-
for the other sister, so I
Right?
can't say anything. I was like,
Can
So
we
we-
just talk about how weird
brother-in-law.
that is?
he wants to be
Yeah,
my brother-in-law.
yeah.
Yeah, Men of Science, best friends, now brother-in-laws. Is
Yeah.
that the
Hold
show?
up,
It's
is
bound by blood.
Is Cameron getting married? Is that?
If we
I
get to
guess
that
that's what
happen.
I was
Yeah,
thinking.
because we're going
Right
to
now.
meet you in Cabo for the honeymoon with you and Linus. That's
Oh,
what's
Fisher's
going
doing
on.
Just
Fish
three
is
of
doing
us.
some serious undercover work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stitchers, Cabo, spin-offs,
It's a spin-off.
DVDs, all the things.
More DVDs.
I'd watch it. Well, I mean, speaking of people who have strong feelings about Ivy, how is Fisher feeling about Ivy and kind of the questions around her?
Well, I think he knows a little bit more than him and Maggie know a little bit more about her
It's per usual.
than
Dad.
the rest of the group. Yes, mom and dad know
Yeah.
a little bit more. They're a little bit wiser
Sure.
than the kids. But I don't think he trusts her. But I think they're hoping that they might be able to use her to their advantage. We'll just have to see in the next couple episodes.
Yeah. I mean, being a couple years
Thank you. I
Into-
did give solid answers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Continue.
keep going. Let's do it.
What else
Let's
would
do
you
another
like to
one.
ask me?
Damon, well done.
I'll make it a more complicated question now.
No.
Like,
Don't give it to me. Whatever you do.
Yeah, dude. Your next answer better be amazing.
I'm ready.
what is normal now? You guys, I mean, haven't been on the show 3 seasons. How do you feel like your characters have changed or evolved? Do you think, pilot you, would it all be surprised with how far things have come?
Totally for Kristen, absolutely. Because pilot her, she didn't have any feelings whatsoever, and now it's like a world of feelings. We live in
Especially, yeah.
feelings. So yeah, totally surprised.
Yeah, the original pilot, Maggie was Cameron's mother.
Yes. This was reshot, so there was
this is-
an original pilot, and then we.
So if you asked me
reshot
then,
it.
I'd be like, this is, yeah.
never
But definitely, I think throughout, the series, for Cameron, he's definitely gone from someone who was very much a sidekick to Kirsten, and now they're very much equals, as far as respecting and trusting each other. And that was, what about you?
Why are you
Come
so
on,
close?
let's
I want to
give
give you a
it
good answer, because
Yeah.
mine fell off the
He's trying to
wayside.
Well, I
get
mean-
your approval.
Fisher thought you guys were weird, odd kids that
It's
were
true.
probably breaking the law, which you were.
Mhm.
And I don't think he ever
Which is
saw
true.
himself being a part of this group.
Or
And
caring about
definitely-
them.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
I mean, really caring about.
But does he really?
I don't know if he
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he does.
What is that?
I don't think he does. No, but I don't. Yeah, he definitely didn't see himself being a part of this group, but I think it's a dream come true because it's a different way for him to solve crimes that he never thought that he'd ever be able to do.
He was such a frustrated policeman.
He did. He
Yeah.
squinted.
He's our rent-a-cop.
Yeah.
He was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Someone we need LAPD.
What about Linus?
Eyebrow raises. What about you?
Linus, I think he's just grown quite a bit for coming and like just being a boy. Living. He still lives at home. To moving out.
I
To the
forgot about that.
chunky sweaters.
Yeah, the chunky sweaters. To just being a little bit more sophisticated
love
and
those
maturing.
sweaters.
He's dealt with a lot, love in life, passing
loss.
his father. Yeah. His relationships, and I think he's also built really strong friendships where going back to his childhood is something he always wanted and yearned for, and he's got that now. So I think it's more of a journey of just maturing for him.
Sure.
We've gotten to see Linus blossom into a man.
A boy to a man.
Who still probably lives with his
Boys.
parents.
Yeah. Well, now I just live with Cameron, I guess. No one
Nobody
knows.
knows
No one
this
knows
season.
where I live. I live on the street. I live in the labs.
that we
Yeah.
can no longer afford. So then we just were like, yeah, he just kind of floats.
I would love it if he just has like a mansion that no one knows about.
Yeah,
Maybe.
he probably
Maybe
does.
that
He
case.
saved all his money from living with his parents. I mean, that was how he afforded the last mansion, right?
Yeah, and then I got robbed and
Yeah.
couldn't afford to buy anything else.
If you guys, this is a kind of a weird question, but if you guys could be like stitched into anyone's memories, like get to explore like someone who was like really cool in life, who would you want to like check
Dead or
out their
alive?
life? I guess technically it'd have to be dead, so we'll do dead.
Until you see the finale. Then
Oh, snap.
Spoiler. Take it away. Who would you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You have the good answers
I
for
don't
this
know.
one. We think
We'll go
about
dead.
a lot about
Let's say
like cold
dead.
cases and
Yeah.
how
Sure.
cool it would be to be able to like stitch into one of the victims of Jack the Ripper or like the Black Dahlia or like making murder.
Or the,
those
the
things.
nun from the
The
Keepers.
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 Being able
Like-
to solve those cases.
Cereal.
Cereal.
We
Yeah.
put cereal to
Cereal.
rest.
No resolve. No resolve in
Yeah.
any of those.
That would be amazing if you guys started taking on just like actual
Real
cereal.
cases.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It would be
pretty cool.
It would be pretty
It'd
cool.
make a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a good show. Someone should write.
We'll get on
Season
it.
4.
Yeah.
Where's Jeff?
Yeah.
Let's
When
get
you
on
need
this.
him.
Yeah,
Good,
where's
yeah.
our creator right now?
Done. All right. Well, thank you guys so
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank
stopping
you so
by.
much.
Yeah. And stay tuned for all your Comic-Con news.